graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on barrel. Get out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
Alrighty, what's going on, everybody? Hopefully y'all are doing well and having yourselves a very, very fantastic day. Hold up 1 second. Alright, that's better. That's better. Nice. Alright, so I think that we are all locked up and ready to get things going. Alright, Sixers taking on the Denver Nuggets. Sorry, we're a little bit late. They're actually starting. They're starting a little bit earlier than I thought. Alright, so we have tip-off. It is underway, and the 76ers are out in Denver as the Nuggets will have full possession. So the lineup out there for the Sixers, it's George, it's Drummond, it's Maxey, it's Gordon, it's Oubre Jr. as the starting five, and for the Denver Nuggets, it'll be Michael Porter Jr., Nikola Jokic, Russell Westbrook, Jamal Murray, and Christian Brown all out there for the Denver Nuggets. Here's Tyrese Maxey, who tries to scoop it up, and he's able to put it up and in. Got the little friendly bounce. Tyrese Maxey already making it a 2-0 game. All right, is the chat working? I think that the chat is working. What's up, Hammer? How you doing? What's going on, Katie? What are your final score predictions? Make sure that you guys comment down below. All right, and we also have to make sure that we update this as well. So that's what I'm going to do right now. There it is. All right, good stuff. So Westbrook will inbound it and gives it back over to Brown. Brown over to Jokic, and Jokic gets a foul call. It'll be on Kelly Oubre Jr., so it is a shooting foul. Kevin, what's going on, my friend? How you doing, bro? Here's Nick Nurse in his second season as 76ers head coach. Sixers have lost 7 straight games in a row. And the first free throw is up, and that one is good to make it 2-1. Dwayne, my guy, Joel Embiid has been out for literally like 3 weeks. Well, 2 weeks. So he's been out for 2 weeks. I'm not even trying to like make excuses for him. Second foul shot, that one's good. So it's 2-2. Here we go. George will try to hand it off over to Andre Drummond. And Jamal Murray comes away with a steal. Will try to go over towards the other side to make a layup. Can't do it. And Michael Porter Jr. follows through. And he gets the finish for Denver. Oubre on the drive over towards the basket. Initiates the contact. Whistles remain silent. Good defense by Jokic. And Russell Westbrook comes away with a rebound. Westbrook trying to play defense all over Tyrese Maxey, or offense, I should say. Maxey takes the bait, and a foul is going to be called. Dwayne, yes. In case you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button as well, and turn on those notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when we go live. First foul shot by Russell Westbrook is up and in, and that makes it now 5-2. Russ, what a career he's had. Averaging 13 points per game, though, this year at the age of 36. 5 rebounds and 6.5 assists, which is still, for him coming off the bench, that is 14th in the NBA. And the second foul shot by Westbrook, he puts it up and puts it in. Michael Malone, there he is. He's the head coach for the Denver Nuggets. George will swing it down low over to Andre Drummond. Maxey gets it. Eric Gordon for a wide open three. Connects over on the near side. That makes it 6-5. Eric Gordon playing defense all over Russell Westbrook. They've been in the league for quite some time. Westbrook throws it away, and it'll be Sixers ball. Had a wild game going on in New York as the Knicks were able to beat the Brooklyn Nets by a final score of 99-95. That occurred earlier. D'Angelo Russell had 23 points, and Karl Anthony Towns led the way with 25. 6-5. Denver leads it by 1. We've only played about 2 minutes in this first quarter. There's George, who dribbles over towards the right side. He's double-teamed and will try to pass it over to Maxey over on the far wing. Maxey's three-pointer is way too short, and Drummond could not haul it in. He tipped it into the hands of Jamal Murray. Murray will try to get some space, and he puts up a three-pointer. Way too strong, and Drummond cleans the glass. Man, if the Sixers do win, it'll be glorious. Not going to lie, it would be awesome. It would be wild. Drummond will hand it off over to Tyrese Maxey, and he takes an elbow jumper, and Maxey's jumper's way too strong. He's just not able to get his feet set. And again, the shots just don't look, I mean, they look so forced. They really do. George touches it last as the ball does go out of bounds over towards the near sideline. He was guarding Nikola Jokic, and he tried to tip it away from him, and he did. Well, here's Porter Jr. on a three-pointer. That one won't fall. Rebound by Brown, and he puts it up and puts it in. That makes it 8-5. Denver leads it by 3 points. So the Nuggets are up 8-5 so far. Maxey again, trying to think about what to do here. He'll swing it outside on a nice Eric Gordon wide-open three-pointer. That was uncontested, and it's no good. And Porter Jr. gets the board. Russ swings it down low over to Jokic. He puts it up and lays it in. Already a 10-5 ball game, and Denver already in cruise control so far. Drummond over to Oubre at the Ball Arena sign. That's where the Sixers are playing. Maxey gets Jamal Murray on a pump fake and decides not to take the three. George will try to dribble it into the lane, kick it out to Oubre. One more to Gordon for a far corner three. And finally, Eric Gordon able to connect. It's actually a second three, but he is now 2 for 4 from downtown. Brown on a drive over towards the basket, and we have a late foul called on Paul George. So Eric Gordon already with 6 points. He's 2 for 3 from 3. I think I said 2 for 4. I was mistaken about that. So he's made 2 out of 3 threes so far. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icons too, and that way you'll know when we go live. We go live for Sixers, Phillies, and Eagles games. So if you guys enjoyed this content, we're on here almost every single day, folks. We really are. First foul shot by Brown is up and in. Brown averaging about 13.5 points per game. Went to Kansas, was a Jayhawk, and was the 21st pick. He was a sleeper in the 2022 draft by the Denver Nuggets, and he's really done a great job in Michael Malone's system. He also had 20 points in his last game, 11 rebounds, and was 6 for 10 from the field. Maxey on a drive over towards the basket, lays it up, and he lays it in, and makes it 12-10. Is this thing... Yeah, it is. I guess that we're a little bit delayed today. Westbrook causes a turnover here. Maxey again will try to give it back over to Oubre, but he turns the ball over. Jokic has it. Wide open three for Westbrook, and he splashes it from the far wing. Russell Westbrook, not really a good three-point shooter throughout his career, able to knock down a wide open tray, and doing it at the age of 36 this year. We'll say that he's been averaging about 34% from 3, which is actually the highest that he's had in about 2 years. And we have a timeout called by Nick Nurse, and the Sixers will be back in just a few moments. All right, so it's 15-10. Sorry that we're a little bit slow today. I'm going to put this up over here. I'm gonna mute this. Rap is Jane's here. What's up, Jane? How you doing, Jane? What's going on? Good day, everybody. Hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell icon. Are we live on the vertical stream, by the way? Are we live on the vertical stream? I think we are. All right. Good. Serena's here. What's up, Serena? How you doing, Serena? What's going on? Good morning. Good morning to you. Good afternoon or good evening to Sixer fan 229. Wow. Sixer fan, what's going on, my guy? How you doing? Do I know Philly halftime? Oh yes, I know Philly halftime. Philly halftime is a great content creator. Yes, of course, he's my friend. He's my friend, man. Shout out to Philly halftime. Shout out to RB. Shout out to DJ. Shout out to all the great and Mitch as well. Shout out to all the great content creators that are out there. But yeah, all right. So comment down below like what your final score predictions are. Again, I want to know if you guys think that the Sixers can actually win this game. I don't think a lot of us feel that way, but if you do, let me know why, and I would really appreciate that. Sixers are down 15-10 against the Denver Nuggets, and the Nuggets this year, they're 26-16. They have a 12-8 record at home. They've been playing better basketball. They actually won their last 2 games and have won actually 6 out of their last 7. And they beat the Orlando Magic during that stretch. The only team that they lost to, the only 2 teams that they've lost to in the last 9 games are the Rockets and the Celtics. Other than that, they actually beat the Clippers, they beat the Nets, they beat the Mavericks twice, and they beat the Heat and the Magic. So they've been playing pretty good basketball. Jokic this year averaging about 30 points per game. In the last game that he played, he looked pretty efficient out there. He had another triple-double. He had 20 points, 14 rebounds, and 10 assists, and also 3 blocks without even playing in the fourth quarter. So he's just doing Joker type of things, man. My guy says that he thinks that Andre Drummond is going to have a big night. I hope so, bro. I do. I think that if I wanted Dembona out there, and I know how much really halftime has said, he wants to play the young guys too, and we both agree on that. But realistically, I think that they're just going to go with Andre Drummond, and I think that they should go with a mixture of Drummond and Bona, personally. Maxey gets the inbound pass, hands it off over to Gordon. Gordon back to Drummond. Speaking of the devil, puts it up and puts it in with the right hand. And it's now a 3-point deficit for the Sixers. Jamal Murray with a little dribble handoff over to Jokic. Here's Westbrook on the near side. Jokic tries to go down the lane, puts up a little layup, and George comes up with his miss. George steps into a 3-point shot, and he can't knock that one down. Russell Westbrook got the rebound. Outlet pass that's intercepted by Paul George. George to Maxey, who lets it fly for 3. It's a little bit wide. And off the mark over towards the right side. Drummond tried to tip it, and it went into Russell Westbrook's hands. Jokic hands it off over to Brown, who's able to drive it into the lane, and he throws it down with 2 hands. So Tyrese Maxey has really been struggling in this game so far. I'm not even just talking about shooting the ball, but just passing the rock as well. Andre Drummond not really getting a lot of rebounds either. Drummond over at the top of the key now. Sixers looking at a zone defense. George gets it over towards the right side, puts up an elbow jumper, and banks it in. He did call glass there. And that makes it 17-14. Philadelphia trails by a trace. Westbrook again, driving it over towards the right side. He's at the foul line. He'll bounce it inside over to Jokic. Jokic spins, turns, goes the other way. One of the foul call. He won't get it, but he still makes the little runner. Anyways, I guess it was really more of a hook shot that he was able to knock down. But regardless, it is a 5-point lead for Denver. Maxey gets a little bit of some space, dribbles over towards the near side baseline, and now kicks it out to Oubre for a three-pointer, and Jokic gets the rebound. Outlet pass again over to Brown, who drives it over towards the lane. Can't get it. Porter Jr. cleans up the glass. Nobody could guard him, and he lays it up and in. And Denver now out in front by 7. Aaron Gordon coming off the bench as soon as there's a stoppage in play here. George for an elbow J. No good. Murray rebound for Denver. Trying to go coast to coast. Too easy over Eric Gordon. And already the Nuggets are going on a run. And the Sixers just cannot stop the bleeding. They've been falling behind the A-ball this year almost every single game that they play. And that's going to cause Nick Nurse to burn his second time out. Come on, bro. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Tom's here. What's up, Tom? How you doing, my friend? What's going on? I hit that thumbs up button. Nice. Hey, Scott, other than it being freezing, life is good, says Hammer. Jane's here. What's up, Jane? What's going on? Hello, everybody. Yeah, I don't know. 5:04 left to go already, and we're in the first quarter, bro. And we're down 23-14. Am I surprised? No. Nah, I can't. Could you increase your volume, please? Oh, boy. Sorry about that. Okay, how about now? That's better. There we go. All right, we're good. Thanks for letting me know. I appreciate it. Yep, I see. I looked at my levels, and now I see it's better. I switched over to... I was on somebody's StreamYard. Shout out to them. Shout out to... he calls himself Josh Jacobs' Packers channel. Dude, they... Honestly, and I'm not even just, like, putting, like, words into their mouth. You know, I disagree with them tonight. But I really like the debates that they actually have, like, on that channel. They're really entertaining. And, you know, for Goat Mike, I don't know if you can hear me or not, but Goat Mike does a really good job with that channel. So they put out some interesting content. You may not always agree with everything that everybody's saying. I don't always agree. But, you know, it's just really cool to just be able to, like, have an open panel and just discuss sports. That's like a really, really cool thing. And Go Mike does a very, very good job with that. So shout out to him. Just wanted to give him his flowers because he deserves that. So, but yeah, in regards to this game, I'm not surprised. The Denver Nuggets are playing really well, and the Sixers are not playing so well. There you have it. That's exactly why we're at where we are. As stupid as that sounds, it's the truth. Thanks, JJ. Please turn your ear up. Thanks. Dude, the TNT cast for some reason. I mean, like, I'm turning it back on. I already see, like, 5 plays. This is 5 plays ahead, bro. Yabusele will hand it off over to Tyrese Maxey, who's over at the top of the key. Dribbles over towards the right side. George at the top of the perimeter now. Hands it off over to Gershon Yabusele. Got the ball blocked. Yabusele back out over to Maxey with the clock running down. And he lays it up with the left hand and gets it to fall. 23-16, Philadelphia down by 7. Gordon with a handoff to Michael Porter Jr. for a tray. In and out it goes. George rebound for Philadelphia. George back out there for the Sixers. He missed a little bit of time. He actually ended up missing a game earlier this week. Maxey gets some space, tries to hit a 3, and it's way too short. Westbrook, Brown, Porter, Gordon, and Jokic out there for the Denver Nuggets. Another three by Gordon. Connects. Aaron Gordon able to hit it for these Denver Nuggets. Maxey, Edwards, Oubre, George, and Yabusele. They're all out there for the Sixers. Gershon missed a little bit of time, too. Maxey with the behind-the-back bounce pass over to Gershon Yabusele, who tries to go into the lane over Jokic and has his way. Beat him right over to the punch with that right hand and cleaned off the glass. Westbrook over towards the right side. Got the ball knocked loose by Oubre, and he comes up with a steal. Oubre lays it up with the right hand. No. And Porter Jr. grabbed the miss. Can we just stop rushing these plays? We got to slow it down sometimes. Just let the game come to you. And Jokic gets a wide-open pass as Yabusele got behind him. And Jokic, just with ease, puts it up and in. Yeah, and I just can't understand what these miscommunications are all about. It just seems to happen so much. George with the catch-and-shoot three from Maxey. And Maxey gets the assist as PG8 is able to hit a tray from the top of the key. Jokic with an alley-oop pass to Gordon. Nobody could cover him, and Aaron Gordon throws it down with two hands. Back to a 9-point ball game with about 3 minutes left to be played in the first quarter. It's 30-21. Nurse being active over on the sidelines for the Philadelphia 76ers. Sixers do some more dribble handoffs. That's what they've been doing for a very long time this season. Yabusele gets it down low. He's trying to ISO against Jokic, and Jokic has his way as Yabusele couldn't even finish it over him. Westbrook again finding Brown wide open underneath the basket, and he lays it up and lays it in. Lots of layups, lots of open lanes that the Sixers just cannot close out. Nothing's going their way. Yabusele, wide open three. No. Edwards, rebound. Oubre thought about taking the three, drives it towards the lane, lays it up and in with that left hand, and it's back to a 9-point game. And Mike Malone wants to call for time for Denver, and he will get his wish granted. Hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on that bell icon too, and that way you know when we go live. Man. Let's go to our monologue screen for a second. At this point, bro, who even is this team? That's the truth. I can't blame people, bro. I want to give y'all a shout out because for those of you that have really this is bro. Do you know what you're doing? You're literally sacrificing your time on a Tuesday night at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. No Joel Embiid. No Caleb Martin. No KJ Martin. And this is a team that's 15-26 who is expected to be a contender in the Eastern Conference, has lost 7 games in a row, and yet y'all are still watching them. Kudos to you. Kudos to you. So, just hit that thumbs up button. 32-23, Denver in the driver's seat. The catch and shoot three by Brown. That's off the mark. And Yabusele grabs the rebound. Reggie Jackson, former Denver Nugget, is out there for the Philadelphia 76ers. Jackson over on the far elbow. He's double-teamed. He has to pass it out over to Yabusele, back over to Justin Edwards. Edwards back to Reggie Jackson. So Maxey's over on the bench. Paul George is out there for the Sixers. Adem Bone is also out there for Philadelphia. 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Far elbow jumper by Reggie Jackson. No. And Adem Bone on the putback. He's fouled by Nikola Jokic. There's 98 seconds left to be played. There's rookie counsel over on the sidelines. And he's sitting right next to Jeff Doughton Jr. They did not call that a foul in the act of shooting, which I was a little bit surprised about. Sixers will inbound it again over to Reggie Jackson. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. George on the far corner, in between the three-point line. And now wants to take a contested jumper. No good again. Adem Bona gets another rebound for the Sixers. Edwards had a little bit of space. He hesitated. Yabusele will sip it over to Reggie Jackson. 3 seconds left. Here's Bona on a foul line jumper, and that one's way too strong. And Yabusele got bumped. They did not call that, though, and play will resume. Again, we have Brown, who hands it off over to Nikola Jokic, and Jokic trying to take on Adem Bona. Double team comes. Jamal Murray to the rescue as he tries to facilitate it back to Jokic for 3, and Jokic hits it from the near corner. Nikola Jokic with another type of an MVP season. He's just doing it all already with 11 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1 steal as well. George at the top of the key for the Sixers. Nice little bounce pass over to Gershon Yabusele, and he does have his way and makes the little layup. Just everything that the Sixers are doing offensively, it's all dump-off passes. They're not setting picks for each other. They're not making, like, cross-court passes, nothing like that. Jackson comes away with a steal off with a bad pass by Jamal Murray, and Jackson takes it to the other side and goes coast to coast. It's an 8-point game. There's 15 seconds left to go. The shot clock is unplugged. Murray hands it off over to his teammate, and that is Brown. Jamal Murray gets it back. Murray over to Jokic, and Jokic puts it up, and he's fouled with about 2.5 seconds left remaining in this opening quarter. Andre Drummond is going to have a big day. Oh, I read that. I read that. So they do not call that a foul in the act of shooting. Jokic gets a wide open 3. He puts it up, and no. So that's going to do it. So the Sixers are down by 8. Nikola Jokic had a chance to try to cash in a 3. It went in and out. Just a little bit too strong. We'll be right back in just a little bit. I'm going to take a very, very quick step off. Don't go anywhere. All right, we're back. I will say JJ's interaction with the chat when there's only this many people watching has gone down. I'm sorry, but you asked for constructive criticism, JJ. Still love you. I love you too. Yeah. See, my whole thing though is that it's interesting that you say that, because I think that also, like, to be fair, when there's like a lot of chatter, you also like get exposed to like other people too. Like ultimately, like I feel like that my goal at the end of the day, like the reason like why I did this channel was like just to do play by play, but also like interact like with you guys too. With basketball, it's really hard. Like with baseball, it's so easy because there's a lot of stoppage in action. Basketball's so continuous. Like you have to understand that too. So there's only, my number one job, I got to do the play by play. You know what I mean? So like it's really, really hard in basketball to do that because, again, in baseball, you have so much downtime. You have downtime like in between pitches. With basketball, there's so much continuous action. You know what I mean? Like that's like where it really does come down to. So I hope that makes sense. And again, like, that's a very, very good like critique. Like, yeah, sure, I could still try to find ways like during timeouts or like whatever to do that. But ultimately, like at the end of the day, for basketball, even for hockey, again, like when you're doing like just continuous play-by-play, like I'm a play-by-play channel first. I hope that makes sense. So, all right, here we go. We're in the second quarter. We're at the top of the key, and now Aaron Gordon gets it over towards the left side of the elbow. He goes up with a jumper, and that one's going to be off the mark, but he is fouled in the act of shooting. Plus, also, like, there's not as much chatter, so I guess that maybe what I could do is maybe I could try to come up with, like, other types of questions. But it's hard, like, when there's, like, not a lot of people talking. Like, you got to try to find a way to do that as well. But I'm just saying that I'm not, like, trying to make excuses, but, like, with basketball, it is harder. Like, with baseball, it's more chilled. There's not as much continuous action. That's the thing. So, but I appreciate that very, very much. I miss the Phillies for sure, bro. I do too, bro. I do. 37-27 is the score, and Eric Gordon is able to make the second free throw. And see, I missed a couple of plays because I didn't get to say the action, but I wanted to make sure that I addressed that. Foul shot maxey goes up with a layup, and that one's no good. I do absolutely understand. Even football is a little slower, and I understand that, my friend. But like at the same time, like your critique is valid. During the stoppages in play, right? Like when we're in a timeout, I should be trying to like come up with extra things. Like that's a valid thing. It's just hard when it's just during the continuous action. Because I also like want to give y'all like info about the game too. So, but no, I appreciate that. I do. First foul shot is up and in by Maxey. And the second foul shot by Tyrese. He puts it up and knocks it down. No worries.
Excellent.
No worries at caps lock. No, I'm happy that you brought that up though. I love transparency. I do. I need my audience to be transparent with me. I don't want anybody to be fake with me. Tell me like how y'all like really feel. I love that. I welcome that. We have a foul called on the other side. It's on Adem Bona. And Aaron Gordon is going to head on over to the foul line to shoot a couple of free throws. Gordon in this game, 8 points. He's also 2 for 2 from the field. He's 29 years old now, playing at the power forward position. He's been coming off the bench for the Denver Nuggets. Put up 9 points in his last game. Makes the first free throw. Also had 4 rebounds. And turned the ball over 5 times. That was against the Orlando Magic. The process. I miss the Phillies for sure. Yeah, dude, I miss the Phillies. Of course I miss the Phillies. Would you take the Phillies over this? I think I would. Second foul shot is up, and that one is in. So it's 40-29. Tyrese Maxey gets it over towards the near side. And hands it back off over to Gershon Yabusele. Here's Justin Edwards on a catch and shoot three. He puts it up and swishes it on the near side. Justin Edwards, who's been stepping up to the occasion for the Philadelphia 76ers, doing Justin Edwards types of things. Just waking up, drinking coffee. Gordon, over on the right side. Try to hand it off over to Jamal Murray. Takes it over on the left side. Murray again to Brown for three. And he answers back with a tray of his own. He is good. Jeez. How do you stop him? 43-32. That was actually Peyton Watson, for three. Maxey's three-pointer is blocked and deflected as Jamal Murray gets the board. And Maxey will try to defend Jamal Murray. There's another wide-open three by Watson. He hits that one. So Peyton Watson blocks Tyrese Maxey's three-pointer. And he answers back with a three over on the other side. And it's 46-32, and already the third timeout called by Nick Nurse in this first half. Crazy. In 0.3 of a minute over the quote-unquote these Sixers. I can handle the Sixers struggles because my football team was doo-doo. Bro, wait, hold up. Who's your football? Your football team's the Eagles, right? Your football team's the Birds, right? I have to make sure that I ask that. Is doo-doo. That means bad. Hold up. It may be 10:30 at night, but doo-doo means bad. So wait, so you're not an Eagles fan? Oh, you're a Titans fan. I'm all Philly teams except for football. Okay. So you probably weren't happy with the A.J. Brown trade. You were probably not happy with your GM for that. That's why I ended up getting fired. But yeah, you probably were not happy about that. I was thinking about this the other day. If I'm... All right, I'm doing a hypothetical here, okay? I'm doing a hypothetical here, and I would really like to hear some ideas from you guys because I'm always open to do stuff like that. All right, we only have 16 people on here watching. If the Eagles win on Sunday, so I'll let you guys in on a little something. If the Eagles win on Sunday, okay, for Super Bowl Sunday, I'm planning to do a 12-hour stream. Okay? I'm planning to do a 12-hour stream. And I'd really, really like to do something with that. So, obviously, I am going to be doing the Sixers game because they play at 2. So, I will be doing the Sixers game before that. And I will have content that way. But is there somebody that you think that maybe I should bring on? Is there somebody that you think like would be really cool to try to have on here? I was thinking about maybe doing some like man on the street interviews and like going around to like local bars and interviewing Eagles fans. Again, this is just a hypothetical. This is if the Eagles win on Sunday. I would really like to do like a 12-hour stream for Super Bowl. I know that that's a big commitment, but guess what? I want to do it because I want to give you more content. I do. I want to give you more content. Cover the NFL draft. The NFL draft, that's not on Super Bowl Sunday. I will be on, not chatting all the time, but I will be all for it. I will be for it all. Yeah, I don't know what I can do to fill in the 12 hours. Like, obviously the game and the Sixers game, that's like half the battle. Right? Plus pregame, postgame, like that's maybe 9 out of the 12 hours. So I have 3 other hours to kill. You know? So if you think of any ideas, just let me know. But again, it's all hypothetical because we don't even know if they're going to win. Edwards gets it over at the top of the key. And he puts up a little left-handed floater. It's no good. Holy smokes, yes, 8 is enough. But to do the double hockey sticks, yeah. Yeah. All right, here's a step back two from Watson, and he airballed it over on the near elbow. Tyrese Maxey gathered his miss for the Sixers. Maxey loses the ball, goes out of bounds, and it'll still be Sixers ball. You know, Tyrese Maxey in this game is 0 for 4 from 3. He's 3 for 8 from the field. I mean, he has 4 assists, but he's been turning the ball over a little bit. They say he only has 1. It feels like he already has 3. I'm not going to lie. And I love Tyrese Maxey, but he has really been struggling. You know, he's just not been himself out there. Only shooting the ball at a 31.5% rate over the last month or so. Drummond gets the ball, and he puts up a little runner, and he's able to hit it in. I didn't realize you meant Super Bowl Sunday initially. No worries. Yeah, I'm talking about Super Bowl Sunday. Yeah. There's Murray again on a pass over to Peyton, and another one back over to Murray for 3. And Andre Drummond is the one who gets the rebound for the Philadelphia 76ers. Rashani Yabusele gets it down low on the block, goes up against 2 defenders, puts up a shot, and the refs actually did call that a foul there. I was a little bit surprised, and Yabusele will shoot the first 2 free throws of the second quarter for the Sixers. You know, when Jokic is on the court for the Denver Nuggets, their plus-minus is at 12.5. And when he's not on the court, it's a minus 11. Minus 11. That would be cool. Yeah, I would like to do like some man-on-the-street interviews and maybe like go to the link, you know, on Saturday or Friday and just film content just around the streets over there. I don't know. I'm just, you know, spitballing ideas. The content brain, it never stops. First foul shot's good by Yabusele. Second one, Yabusele knocks it down.
Excellent.
All right, so it's a 10-point lead for the Denver Nuggets. It makes it 46-36. Watson gets it over on the near side. DeAndre Jordan's over at the foul line. He's looking for some help. DeAndre Jordan gives it over to Murray. Murray lost the ball. It's stolen by Kelly Oubre. And Oubre goes up with a little layup on the other side and lays it up and in. It's back to an 8-point game with 8:08 to go in quarter number 2. Yeah, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Gordon kicks it out. Here's a wide open three-pointer. That's up and good at the top of the key by Peyton Watson. So Watson makes his second three-pointer already on the day, 22 years old, and this year shooting about 34% from three-point range. He's looked like Steph Curry so far. Gordon on a drive to the basket, lost the ball, flat-footed, and it goes out of bounds over towards the near baseline. The True Philly or someone I can't remember makes those types of videos. I would love to do that. Scott says, yeah, that's a good idea. Highlights of J.J. Cole and Eagles games during the year. Yeah, that's something else I would do like with the time, but like that doesn't fill 3 hours. Maybe that fills like maybe 15 minutes or so. Which again, you know, time's great. You know, and that certainly does take time off. But you know, I want to make this a special thing. Again, I understand that they have to win, but you know, now's a good time to talk about this stuff because I know that not as many people are going to be tuning into these things, and I really wanted to just get any sort of ideas. Should we go to Chickies? Should we try to interview some fans? You know, highlights are cool. Should we get us? You know, maybe I could ask somebody to come on here for like a half hour, and I could just ask them questions and do like maybe an interview. But I want it to be, I don't know, like I want this to be like your thing too. We have a timeout called on the court, by the way. So I don't know, just write down ideas, spitball anything. If you don't feel like sharing it with everybody else, you can email it to me. or just DM me on the socials. You could do that. But again, it's just a time to think. So, sip of water time. Yeah, get out there and do it. The problem is you might have a lot of editing from the fans. But yeah, that does sound good. Yeah, that's the other thing I'm thinking about too. And again, like there's a lot of challenges for sure. One of the things I'd have to figure out, I'd have to test it, but I'd like to see if, as long as I'm on my laptop, how to switch from the laptop to the phone, like when I'm recording, so that way I'm not just constantly sitting all the time. But again, I'll have some B-roll packages, including some of my highlight calls for sure. That'll probably fill up like maybe 15 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever it is. I don't want to just do that for a half hour. That's not as engaging. But if I do like man on the street interviews, that's another 15 minutes, and just have B-roll packages ready beforehand. So that's like another half hour. Yeah. There's other stuff that I got to include too. I think it would actually be really kind of cool if we did a fundraiser. I do. I think that'd be really, really cool. We should do something for charity. We should give back. Show that we're more than just streaming. Maybe take it to another level that way. I have an idea of like what I wanna, of who I would do it for. Yeah. Okay. The wheels are turning now. The wheels are turning now. I know what I'm gonna do. 49-38, Nuggets lead it by 11. And Maxey gets the inbound pass, puts up a shot. It was an acrobatic layup, and he made it. And he'll go to the line for one more. Good job, Tyrese Maxey. I mean, the concentration and the focus that he had. He was in midair and just fell flat on his back to make that layup. That's beautiful. I don't know anything about fundraisers, but I'm all aboard, Captain. I think we should do something for charity, man. I really do. I really think that we should make something and do some sort of philanthropy for this 12-hour stream if this does happen. You game, JJ? You can play some Madden. I was thinking about that too. That was also an idea. But I'd have to figure out how to set that up while I'm on here. I would have to figure that out. I have a PlayStation. All right, so Maxey's at the line, and the foul shot by Tyrese. He knocks it down.
Excellent.
That makes it 49-41. I would also do some giveaways. Maybe again. But yeah, I think I have a good idea now. Murray for three on the other side for Denver. No good. And here come the Sixers over on the other side. 7 minutes left to go. Maxey steps back. Wants to fly for three. Got it! Tyrese Maxey. He makes it a 5-point ball game. Maxey's in the chat. That's I have an idea now. I think y'all will like it. Let's just hope now that this happens. There's another three by Peyton Watson, and he puts it up and knocks it down from the far wing. 52-44. Maxey on the drive to the basket. Too strong of a finish. Jamal Murray has it on the other side for Denver, and he gets past Oubre, and Oubre fouls him in the act of shooting. And we'll have some more free throws coming on up. Michael Porter Jr., Nikola Jokic, and Christian Brown are looking to sub back in. But yes, Madden is interesting. Madden is an interesting one. If you think of any other ideas, please let me know. Because, again, I want this to be a special stream if this ends up happening. I'm only going to do it if the Eagles are in the Super Bowl. I'm only going to do it then. Will I still do the Sixers game that day? If they don't, we'll approach that after this Sunday. 4 points for Jamal Murray. He's just 1 for 5 from the field, 3 rebounds and 4 assists as well. And the second free throw is good. That makes it a 10-point ball game. So that makes it now 54-44. 6:15 left to be played in the second quarter. Flyers did win today by a score of 2-1 in overtime, so that's nice. George hands it off over to Drummond. Drummond back out to Gordon for 3. Connects. Eric Gordon with his 3rd straight of the ball game. Good job by Eric. And Murray will try to hand it off over to Nikola Jokic. And we had a foul called on the floor. It's on the Sixers. It was before Jamal Murray's pass. So Watson, we mentioned he's 22 years old. I mean, like, what a day he's having. The Denver Nuggets, as we have another substitution coming on in. Get you name tag in just a few moments. Here's Porter Jr. for 3, and he hits it on the inbound pass by Julian Strawther. That's who just came on in for Jamal Murray. And that makes it 57-47. It's a 10-point lead for the Denver Nuggets. So Maxey has 14 points for the Sixers. He leads the way for them. Jokic has 11, Brown has 10, and Strawther has 9. Again, another little drive over to the basket, and that is good. Off the little layup to make it now 59-47. Maxey hands it off over to George over on the near wing. Now dribbles over towards the near corner. He's looking for help. He throws it away, and the ball goes out of bounds. It was last touched by Julian Strawther. Strawther has actually had himself a really, really good day, too. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe as well. Maxey lets it fly for 3 for the Sixers, and he cashes in, and he says, let's get the Sixers back into this thing. It's a 9-point game. That makes it 59-50. Here's Strawther for another 3. Got it. Bullseye. As he hits it and makes it now 62-50. Man, he is 4 for 5 from 3. Can somebody stop him? George at the left elbow, looking to get some space. Elbow jumper. Yes. Paul George able to hit it and make it from that near elbow. 4:23 left to be played in the second quarter. Again, Porter Jr.'s at the top of the perimeter. And now gets a screen set by Jokic. And we have a foul called. 62 points for the Denver Nuggets, who play at the Ball Arena. That is in Denver, Colorado. Capacity is 21,000. Owned, of course, by Kroenke Sports and Entertainment. Stan Kroenke is the owner of the Denver Nuggets. First foul shot by Jokic is up and in. That makes it 63-52. And the second foul shot, that one's good as well. Ball Arena cost $187 million as it opened back in October of 1999. And in today's money, it's now worth $355 million. Sixers have the ball. as George is over at the foul line, and we have another whistle called against Denver. There was 4 minutes and 4 seconds left to be played. The Colorado Avalanche play there. The Denver Nuggets play there. And the Colorado Mammoth, who are a professional box lacrosse team, that's where they play. And they've been playing there since 2003. 64-52. Denver leads it by 12. And the Sixers turn the ball over as Tyrese Maxey lost the basketball. Is 21,000 the average capacity for an NBA arena? The average capacity, according to Gemini, is around 20,000 seats. That's what Gemini has to say. We have another foul called on the Sixers. Makes it 64-52 as Julian Strawther is at the charity stripe. 12 points for him. He's 4 for 5 from 3. And he cashes in the first free throw. (65-52). The 22-year-old has been a scoring machine today. And he knocks down the second foul shot. The Nuggets have made all 17 of their free throws. They have been perfect from the foul line. George with an elbow J. Connects. Paul George getting it done for the Sixers. Still down by 12. And 66-54. Porter Jr. down low as George is on him. George tries to play good defense, and Porter Jr. has his way with a little floater. Julian Strawther, 6 feet 6 inches tall, 205 pounds, went to Liberty High School in Nevada and was a Gonzaga Bulldog as well in college. Yabusele for 3. Got it! Jackpot for Gershon Yabusele. Always thought it would be bigger. Nah, that's pretty much average, bro. Here's a little runner by Jokic, and he makes it. It's interesting though because Caitlin Clark, when she played for Indiana this year, they had a couple of games where they actually had to go to where the Pacers play because they were just getting so many people to just come over to these games, and she was getting NBA sellouts to some of them. It's unbelievable. It's really insane. What's really interesting as the Sixers lost the ball, an average WNBA attendance this year was 9,807, which was a 48% increase from 2023. And this was the highest average attendance in 22 years, which is crazy if you really think about that. Justin Edwards tries to make a 3 over on the other side for the Philadelphia 76ers, and he airballs it, and the Nuggets have the rebound. And the Nuggets, they lose the ball again, but it'll still be their ball. Last touch by Philadelphia. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell icons as well. Brown with a little step back J in between the baseline and the foul line, and he gets it to go. 72 points for the Denver Nuggets, and we're not even through the second quarter. That's how bad the defense has been for the Sixers. So stagnant. Maxey dribbles with the right hand, zigzags through the lane, kicks it out to Gordon. One more to Edwards for 3. Yes, sir! The Sixers have been cashing in threes now in this second quarter, in this latter part of the second quarter, I'd say. But it's a 12-point lead for Denver. Jokic on the drive to the basket, doesn't get the foul call. Maxey gets the rebound off the hands of Paul George. Maxey goes behind the back on the dribble, hands it off to Yabusele, wide open 3. Yes! He backed up as soon as it was released. Jokic trying to go up against Yabusele, gets the foul called, and he'll go to the line for one more. How do you stop that guy? It is hard to do so. It's 74-63. Denver still in the driver's seat. Sixers are yielding solid results from the from the Paul George / Gershon Yabusele duo, the two-man game. 74-63. And Jokic will head on over to the line for a free throw. He's 6 for 9 from the field in this game, 17 points for him. 6 already in this quarter so far, and now make it 18 total points in the day as he hits the free throw. Back to a 12-point game we go with about a minute 10 seconds left. Yabusele hands it off over to Justin Edwards. Edwards throws it away. It's stolen by Brown, and Brown with a little layup on the other side. No. Porter Jr. rebound. Floater is good. Can the Sixers just try to stop them? Eric Gordon couldn't jump, and neither could Justin Edwards on that rebound attempt there. George gets it downhill over on the block, and he'll skip past it over to Maxey. Maxey back over to George with a turnaround J. Too easy for Paul George. 41.5 seconds left to be played in this second quarter. It's 77-65. Murray zips it over to Michael Porter Jr. on the far wing. It steps into an elbow J. George rebound. Was looking to throw a Hail Mary down court, and George will keep it himself. He is blitzed. He gives it back to Maxey. Maxey looks to pass it back over to Paul George. 5 seconds differentiating the shot clock from the game clock. George wants to ISO. George will try to take it over towards the cup. He zips it over to Eric Gordon. Gordon with 5 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Maxey lets it fly for 3 on the near side. No. And George comes away with the rebound. 6 seconds left to go. George throws it over to Tyrese Maxey. 2 seconds left. Maxey has to drive it over towards the lane, puts it up, and hits it. He got it in between the foul line and the baseline and hits a buzzer beater as we go into halftime. Sixers trail 77-67. Did he get it off? He most certainly did. Absolutely, with 0.3 of a second to go. And Tyrese Maxey hits a buzzer beater as we go into halftime. Sixers down by 10. All right. Nuggets are 15-0 when they're leading at halftime, which is the best in the NBA. How much longer will that last? Just saying. I don't know. I don't know. Again, make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button as well, and turn on the notification bell icons too, and that way you'll know when we go live. Sip of water real quick. I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 30. What number is it? What number is it? Number between 1 and 30. Come on. Y'all can guess. You'll see where I'm going with this. 1 and 30. Pick a number. Pick a number between 1 and 30. You'll see where I'm going with this. A number between 1 and 30. How hard can that be? What's up, Daver? Hi, guy. I'm sorry I missed you, bro. Sorry I missed you. Denver had a low yesterday of -4, and it's 40 here with moderate rain. Oh, -4 degrees? Damn. 9. No, that's not the number I was thinking of. Asia's here. What's up, Asia? How you doing, Asia? 9 is incorrect. I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 30. 1 and 30, bro. 19. No. I'll give you like 3 more guesses. I'll give you 3 more guesses. Three more guesses, bro. $15. Jane. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, we'll do a couple more. 3, 10. No, 7. Nope. Nope. It's not 7. It's not 10. It's not 3. Nope. Jane, you said 10. Oh, wait, no, Asia said 10. Asia said 10. Sorry. I was like, wait, Jane, you already said 10. But no, you haven't done that. 20, 29. Y'all are close. You're getting closer. 29 is also incorrect. 29, 20. That's both incorrect. You are getting closer, though. You're getting closer. You're getting closer. 30, 25. Nope. Yeah, bro, y'all are stomping yourselves. No. Nope. It ain't 30. It ain't 25 either. Ugh. Do y'all give up? Do y'all give up? Do y'all give up? No? Yes? 27. That is correct. Hammer says 7.7. That was incorrect. 27 is correct. Okay, do you know why the number 27 is in my head? I'll tell you why. Okay, because first of all, I don't know why today I was thinking about Mike Trout, but I just was. It'd be kind of cool to have him come back over to Philly. Not on a max deal, but I like Mike Trout. He's one of my favorite players. And guess who plays on the 27th? Guess who plays on the 27th? Yeah, that football team plays on the 27th. And I cannot wait until then. That's actually really why that number was stuck in my head. So if you guessed 27, you were correct. Good job, Jane. How old am I? I'm 26. But I'm going to be 27 in August. I am. Mike Trout. Yes, sir. Mike Trout, number 27. Who would you say is the best athlete that you ever saw? Best athlete that you ever saw? I think that the greatest athlete that I've ever seen I think Michael Phelps is to be in that conversation. I do. William says August 10th. Bro, you know everything about me. Yes, it is. It's August 10th. That is correct. That is correct. Yes. Yes. That's tough, says Hammer. I know. The 27th, bro. 6 days. And it's the 27th. But yeah. That's why that number's stuck in my head right now. So. Yeah. But dude, like, I don't know, like Michael Phelps, to me, like Michael Phelps, bro, I don't think he gets the love that he deserves. I really think that he's just such a great, like, he's just an incredible athlete, bro. William says mine's August 9th. I wish I could get YouTube to stop making your camera blurry, or is it on your end? Nope, it's definitely on your end. I work at a baseball stadium. I see athletes all the time. If you don't mind me asking, what baseball stadium? I worked in minor league baseball, so I don't know if you did. I don't know if you do minors too. But you know, again, you don't have to answer. But if you don't mind me asking, which one? Yeah, I think that the best. I think that Michael Phelps You can make a case. I like Simone Biles as well. I think LeBron James is pretty good. I've seen LeBron, obviously, in my lifetime. I'm talking about the best athletes that I've seen. So, Simone, Michael. We could also, I guess, put Noah Lyles. Nah, I ain't going to go that far. Usain Bolt, though, is really good. And Serena. It's hard, though, man. Like, when you're really thinking about, like, best athletes. We could put Caitlin Clark. I mean, is it too soon to put Caitlin Clark in that convo? Is it too soon to put Shohei Ohtani in that convo? Ed Reed, I always liked him. Ed Reed. He's the GOAT of men's swimmers. Dude, he's incredible, dude. Like, nobody could top him. Really. Like, all the gold medals that he's won, he's just insane. Oh, you work at Citi Field? That's really cool. I've always wanted to go to Citi Field. I've never been there. That's on the 30 ballparks list. Seen in person? Shaq. I didn't get to see Shaq in person. But he retired. Well, when did Shaq retire? 2009? He retired in 2009, correct? With the Boston Celtics? Or was... Oh, wait. Hold up. No. 2009, he was with the Cavs. And then he retired with the Celtics, I'm pretty sure. Right? I could just look this stuff up. I have a phone right here. Shaq final season. When was his last year? 2011. Yeah. Played for 19 years. Calvin Johnson. Let's talk about Calvin Johnson. I don't really know too much about Calvin Johnson. I really don't. He's 39. They called him Megatron. See, yeah, this was like before I got into football. 2007 to 2015. He played for 9 seasons for the Lions. Nicknamed after the Transformers. I was going to say, that's probably after a Transformers player, right? He's highly regarded as one of the best wide receivers of all time. Bro, he won the Fred Biletnikoff Award as a junior. That award was that. Oh yeah, okay. That's for most outstanding wide receiver in American college football. That award was created in 1994. Interesting. Retired early, dude was unguardable. Would you say that was kind of like Sterling Sharp's career? Like retiring early type of a thing. Calvin in Detroit. Huh. Interesting. And who was the other person? LeBron James was at the Ohio State game last night. I saw that, dude. Bro, I have to say, like, when he shows up to sporting events, bro, he gets lit. He does. He does, man. Like, I'll never forget him in Cleveland at Game 7 of the World Series. Like, that was wild seeing him and Dwayne Wade together. Dwayne was in his Chicago jersey, and he was in the Cleveland jersey, bro. Maybe Aaron Donald was a problem, too. Aaron Donald, yeah, I mean, he wasn't a wide receiver, but, yeah, defensive tackle, sure. Yeah. Sterling Sharp, though, I felt like he had a Hall of Fame trajectory. I don't know, like, from all the highlights that I've watched, I haven't fully, I'll be honest, I haven't, like, watched his games, but just with what everybody was saying about how dominant he was and how great of a receiver he was, it's like, I don't know if it's a good comparison, but I think Pedro Martinez had a brother who was really, really good as a baseball player, but injuries sort of hindered him too. So, D-Wade was from Chicago, so of course he was rooting for the Cubs. Oh, I know. What's up, Michael? What's going on, man? We're just chilling and we're talking about sports, bro. Yeah, who was the other one? Calvin Johnson and who else? Ed Reed. Let's look up more about Ed Reed. Ed Reed was a safety, 46 years old. Played for the Ravens. See, I'm trying to learn my football history too. He was an assistant defensive back coach for the Bills. Bro, look at this resume. Holy moly. Super Bowl champion, NFL Defensive Player of the Year, NFL Alumni Defensive Back of the Year, 5-time first team All-Pro, 3-time second team All-Pro, 9-time Pro Bowler, 3-time NFL interceptions leader, NFL 2000s All-Decade Team, NFL 100th Anniversary All-Time Team, PFWA All-Rookie Team, Baltimore Ravens Ring of Honor, BCS National Champion, Unanimous All-American, Consensus All-American, and Co-Big East Defensive Player of the Year. Dude, that is a resume, bro. Holy moly. Bro, he had 64 picks, 139 pass deflections. That's a lot. 6 sacks, that's not much. But, jeez. Huh. I'll have to do my research on him, bro. Monster. Gosh. He had the longest interception return for 107 yards. Did you watch that game? He also had most seasons leading league in interceptions. And he's tied with Everson Walls. And Everson Walls played for the Cowboys, the Giants, and the Browns. He's 65 years old. He was in the league from 81 to 93. And he's not in the Hall of Fame, is he? He's not. Huh. He's not even in the Hall of Fame. It's weird. Dude could hit. Yeah, I'll have to look into more of his stuff, bro. I am. All right. So I think we're ready to get started with the third quarter. That was a good chat. I wanted to do something a little bit light tonight during halftime. Because, what else really, is there to say about this team? You know, I feel like I'm repeating myself. He's not Hammer? Not that I see. No. Not that I see at all. All right, here we go. It's 77 to 67. Here's Maxey on a little floater inside. He puts it up, and he puts it in. Everson Walls is not in the Hall of Fame. It's weird. 4-time Pro Bowler, 3-time NFL interceptions leader, Super Bowl champion, and a 3-time first team All-Pro. Reed is in the Hall. Yeah, he is. He is. All right, so here we go. Sixers down by 8. George with a 2-pointer. Way too strong. It's 77 to 69. All right, here we go. It's Brown on the drive over towards the basket. He broke Paul George's ankles, and George goes down, and Brown is able to make the layup. An ankle breaker for Christian Brown. And Maxey will hand it off over to Paul George over on the near side. George being blitzed and double-teamed as he kicks it back out over to Gordon. Gordon to George. George to Drummond downhill, and Drummond can't even hit it over Nikola Jokic in the dunker spot. Can't even make the layup. Jokic over Kelly Oubre. That's a mismatch. Just way too easy. Oh, my bad. No. You're good. 2019 inducted. Yeah. That's right. Maxey will try to pass it over to Oubre. Oubre almost lost it. They swing the hot potato around the timeline. As Maxey again will go down the lane, tries to initiate the contact and could not get it. There was an awkward angle on the layup, and Nikola Jokic grabbed his miss. Porter Jr. 3, bang! 84-69, and Denver extends the lead to 15 points. Flyers are playing some good hockey right now. Yes, they are. 7-0 run by the Denver Nuggets. And Andre Drummond throws down a two-handed flush. And the veteran able to get wide open in the dunker spot. They are playing really good. And we have a timeout called by Mike Malone. It's 84-71. And the Sixers will be back in just a few moments with 9:50. Nope, I thought they were going to take a timeout. It looked like they were going over to the sideline. What's going on? Yep, they're going to resume play. 9:50 left to go. Am I really that tired? It looked like they were literally going into a huddle. All right, Kelly Oubre Jr. hands it off over to Paul George. Tyrese Maxey gets it over on the far right side. And George gets it back, goes up with an elbow J. And that looked unbalanced off the shot. And it was rebounded by Jokic. Brown tries to put it up and in the lane, and he's fouled in the act of shooting. So that makes it now 84-71. Another guy I was thinking of today was Kemba Walker. Kemba Walker, man. I was thinking about Kemba Walker. My question to you, is he a Hall of Famer? Is my question. First free throw, that's up and in. And the second foul shot by Jokic. He knocks that one down, too. So that makes it 86-71. All right. So it's a 15-point game. George gets the ball knocked loose and it's stolen by Brown. And Brown will kick it down low over to Porter Jr. One more to Westbrook, and a little reverse layup is up and good. And now we go into a timeout. So it's 88-71, and Nick Nurse will burn his fourth timeout, just as only 2 left after this. All right, suggestion. I know you have the scoreboard up top, but how about replacing that with your logo spread horizontally and keep the scoreboards that are active where they are? Walk me through that after this stream, because I would like to get an exact walkthrough of what you're talking about. Actually, we'll do that. We'll do that tomorrow. I'm not streaming tomorrow, and I don't think I'm streaming on Thursday, as far as the Philly sports stuff goes. But I like that suggestion. I want to just understand, visually speaking, how that would look. You'd have to walk me through it. Yeah, do that. Thanks, dude. That's a really good suggestion, bro. Can you remind me of Kemba's career? Kemba Walker. Kemba Walker played for Charlotte. Kemba was a point guard for them. Played for the Bobcats and the Hornets. And he, I think, is still their leader in points all time, right? Is he their all-time leader in points? I know that he was a 4-time NBA All-Star. I know... I should just look this stuff up. I remember he was on the Celtics. He spent a majority of his career with the Charlotte Bobcats and the Hornets. Yeah, all right, let me just look it up. Played for the Huskies and was the 9th overall pick in the 2011 draft by Charlotte. He's a 4-time NBA All-Star, 1-time All-NBA team member, 2-time winner of the NBA Sportsmanship Award. I don't think he's a Hall of Famer. I think that he had a really, really good career, though. I really do. I think he had a nice career. And I think that he was on just a bad franchise. That's how I feel, though. If he would have been, I think if he was in a different system, think that he would have had a better career, to be honest with you. And he would have gotten, like, more of a spotlight. We're going to meet tomorrow after 1 p.m. Eastern Time as I'm moving the show to 11 a.m. Nice. Okay. Sounds like a plan. Sounds like a plan. I remember, like, I think that with Kemba Walker, I think that the knee injury really affected him. I do. Is Andre Iguodala a Hall of Famer? He's going to be in my Hall of Fame. Is he going to be in the NBA Hall of Fame? Yes, he will. And the reason why is because not only he played really, really well with the Sixers, but if he just played for the Sixers, then no. But because of what he did do with the Golden State Warriors and those extra accolades by being an important key cog in that system, yes, he's a Hall of Famer. 88-73 is the score, as Denver does have the ball. Sixers couldn't make a bucket on the other side. Porter Jr. for three. Money in the bag for Michael Porter Jr. Sixers cannot stop the threes today. Oubre Jr. gets it over on the far right side. Sixers are going from right to left. Yabusele tries to take it over towards the lane, and a little reverse layup is good by Gershon. Andre Iguodala. I think for sure Andre Iguodala is a Hall of Famer, bro. It's a little drive over to the basket. It's blocked and rejected by Oubre. Second time, though, by Brown. He got it. And he's fouled. Andre Iguodala, four-time NBA champion, NBA Finals MVP. Do I think that he deserves to get in? If we're talking about, like, if we're talking about baseball Hall of Fame and like how hard it is, I'd say no. But the NBA does tend to like let in more people, so I think he gets into the NBA Hall of Fame. Do I think he should? I retract what I just said. George is over at the top of the key. And I'll bounce it over to Gershon Yabusele for another wide open tray, and he got it. Hit the front of the rim and hit the back of the back, or hit the box in the backboard, and then it just went straight up and down. It's back to a 15-point game. On defense, I would say, yeah, Hammer chipped in some points as well. He was a crazy two-way player. He was. And there's another bucket that's up, and that is good by Nikola Jokic. So Maxey's over on the right side. He's been struggling today. There's a kickball violation called, though, off of the pass from Maxey, and it's going to go on Nikola Jokic. A little bit behind on the action today. But again, we're just trying to chill. We got 15 people tuning in. I hope that you're all doing well and having yourselves a very, very fantastic day. Asia's on here. If you are tuning in on the vertical stream, welcome aboard. Oubre thought about taking the three-pointer off the pass from Maxey, and now will drive it into the lane himself, and he flops. And Jokic grabs the rebound. Jokic to Murray. Murray to Brown. Brown to Porter Jr. Sidestep three-pointer. Again, too short. And an offensive board by Jamal Murray. Murray to Westbrook downhill in the dunker spot. He got it. Sixers just are not hustling at all whatsoever. That makes it now 97-78. I take it back 119-103 Denver Nuggets, says Jan. Actually hands it off over to Yabusele, and here's Paul George over on the far right side. He'll try to pass it. It's deflected and stolen by Jokic. Stolen back, though, by Tyrese Maxey in the backcourt. And we've played about halfway through this third quarter. George swings it over to Yabusele for another catch-and-shoot three. Gershon Yabusele, man. I understand that the Sixers are down, but, like, this is like, I guess in a way, like watching, you know, one of those guys from the process era just doing his thing, and that's sort of kind of nice to see, and you love that type of a hustle that he's just able to provide. Here's a shot that's up and good by Russell Westbrook. Sixers on offense over on the other side. Ball's last touch by Denver, and it'll be Sixers ball. Iguodala had a very good IQ. He did. And I think that if you were to ask LeBron James who the toughest person to play offense was on, that guy was probably the best guy that could defend LeBron James. And I think that he would agree with that. Yabusele got the ball stolen by Russell Westbrook. It was pickpocketed. Then he gets the layup over on the other side again on just another hustle type of a play for Denver. A catch-and-shoot three by Maxey. He puts it up and puts it in. It's 101. It's 101 to 84 now with about 5.5 minutes left to go. Philly fans, if the team continues to struggle, will they try and make some trades? Nope, I don't think so. But what are your thoughts about that? Gordon for three. That's Aaron Gordon. And he swishes it from the near corner. And the Sixers, they have only 2 timeouts left after this one, with 5:18 left to go. Jane says, yes, please. I'll be honest with you. I would hate to see Yabusele go. I would. Emotionally. But I don't think we're going anywhere. If we put Yabusele on the market, and this is the first time I'm saying this right now, and I'm not tired, I think that we have to try to explore trade options for him, bro. I think we got to call it a year. That's just my personal 2 cents. Do I want playoff basketball? Of course I do. But am I going to get playoff basketball? That's really the question that I have to ask myself. And I think that that's leaning more towards the no side. So you could just say, well, let's just wait until next year. That's what last year was, bro. That's exactly like what we said last year, and we said that the year before. I'm tired of going through the same process over and over and over again. That's me, though. And Embiid is on my trade block, too. I know that we can't trade him until the summertime, but he's on my block as well, bro. Build around Maxey and McCain. Tyrese Maxey and Jared McCain. And start over again is where I'm at. JJ in chat, can you believe we get Commanders versus Eagles in the championship game? As a Washington fan, I'm still in shock, says Michael. It's going to be fun, man. I don't think it's going to be easy. But in regards to like your last question, I do. I think that we got to retool, and I think that we got to keep Tyrese Maxey. And retooling means, and they won't do this. Trade Paul George. Who can you trade him for? I understand that argument too. Get rid of Joel Embiid. That's my 2 cents, bro. You wanted it? That's how I feel right now. And I love Joel Embiid. I've had his back for so long. And I hope that they can prove me wrong. I love calling these games, and I'm still going to be calling them no matter what. Because I still support them. But if they want to do this thing right, you got to start over pretty much. You got to clean house, and you got to build around Tyrese Maxey and Jared McCain. 22 points for Nikola Jokic, along with 11 rebounds and 8 assists as well. Yabusele on the drive over towards the basket, sledges it in with that right hand over on the baseline. That's 104 to 86 with 5:03 left to go. And the Sixers come out with a statement right after that timeout was taken by Nurse. Whew. His dunks are awesome. That's an add-on opportunity as well. Sixers only have 2 timeouts left. There's 5 minutes and 3 seconds left in the third quarter. The third quarter. I get it. As a Lakers fan, they will have the same decision coming with Anthony Davis. The foul shot by Yabusele, and that one hits off the front of the rim, and it's off the mark. Yeah. Build around the young guys, bro. Brown on a drive to the basket again. Scoops and scores. That makes it now 106-86 with about 4:43 left to be played in the third quarter. Oubre at the top of the key. Dribble hands it off over to Ricky Council the fourth. Dembona will hand it back off over to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey lets it fly for 3. Too strong. And a rebound by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook and Jokic, they've been having a lot of times this year where they've actually had double-doubles. A couple of times, both of them actually had it in the same game. And Westbrook does turn the ball over. Again, Sixers do trail by 20 points. Yabusele, Maxey, Bona, Council, and Oubre all out there for the 76ers. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. And Council puts up a wide-open three-pointer. That's way too strong. And the Sixers just settling for so many threes. And, again, not a lot of offensive creativity. As Gordon loses the ball downhill, and they're going to say it was last touched by the Sixers. It's the first time in NFL in the history the Washington and the Eagles play in an NFC championship game. And who would have thought before the playoffs the Eagles would be at home the whole time? I'll be honest with you. This is how I felt against the Mets. First time that the Phillies played the Mets in the playoffs. You know, it was just kind of interesting. Yabusele tries to knock it loose from Christian Brown. And it does go out of bounds. But it was last touched by Gershon. Kyle Newman just agreed with me, and he just said, genuinely, Yabusele deserves better than this nonsense team. And RB says, I say this with all seriousness, ... They need to do whatever it takes to bring Yabu back. I love Yabu, but that's a lot of money, bro, that he's going to want. Jokic on a catch-and-shoot three-pointer. He got it over on the near wing. And the deficit is down, or is up to 23, bro. Pete Alonso. Oh, this hammer. Dude, I know. I will never forget that home run that he hit off of the Brewers closer. Who was that? Not Payamps. Devin Williams. I think it was Devin Williams. Yeah, it was. Just like I would never forget Juan Soto's home run that he hit off of Emmanuel Class A. That home run was big. And the biggest home run of the World Series was Freddie Freeman's walk-off grand slam. 109-88 with 3:14 left to be played in the third quarter. Right now, we're just talking things up. Gordon will try to finish with a two-handed slam, and he does. And the deficit increases to 23 points. Jokic with another double-double. That's his fourth straight triple-double, 4 straight, bro. As an Orioles fan, I have to see Anthony Santander hit homers for the Blue Jays. Yeah, and that's got to be tough. You also have to see, what's his name? Your Cy Young pitcher who went to Arizona. Why am I blanking down his name right now? Oh, what the heck's his name? I'm not even using the internet. I'm not using chat. I want to say Corey Knebel. It's not Corey Knebel. Corbin Burns. I knew I'd figure it out. There we go. Corbin Burns. Yeah. Absolutely, JJ. No one will disagree with that. Disagree with what? The Dodgers signed everybody. I was having this conversation the other day as it's 111-90 in case you're just tuning in. The Sixers are down by 21 points. We're just talking it up. Look, it's 11:44 p.m. Eastern Time on the East Coast. If you're a Sixers fan, man, there's really not too much else to talk about with this team. We pretty much all know what type of product that we're getting out there for the Sixers. But going back to the Dodgers thing that you just said, bro, Michael, going back to that, my issue with the Dodgers, okay, is that you can buy all the players in the world, right? You can buy all the types of players that you want in the world. The question is, can everybody gel together? That's my thing. Sure, talent-wise, they have the best talent out there. They have by far the best team when you look at their talent from top to bottom. And they're getting Ohtani back to pitch this year. It's ridiculous. But money doesn't buy you a championship, and that's that. They're gonna have to find a way to all gel together, and I don't know if I see that happening this year. I don't. You gotta have a core. You gotta have a team that that you can just build around, and everybody has to get along. Everybody has to know their roles, and that's my thing. I don't know if the Dodgers can do that. You read my mind, bro. Basketball wise, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, James Harden. How did that work out? Didn't work out well. Why? A, they couldn't stay healthy. They couldn't all stay on the court together. And B, everybody wanted the ball. Nobody knew their role. Phoenix, it's not working out with Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, and Bradley Beal, bro. It's not working out. Because, again, they don't know what their roles are. The reason why it worked in Golden State with Kevin Durant is because Kevin Durant was the perfect fit for that system. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green were the three pieces that were there. And they all knew their roles, and they needed another scorer and another really good defensive player, and Kevin Durant was the perfect fit to the shoe. So, 113-92. There's about a minute left to go here in the third quarter. Aaron Gordon will try to back his way up over towards the basket. He kicks it out over to Jokic. Jokic over to Watson for three. And the Sixers do get the rebound. Durant joined an established culture. He did. That's exactly correct. In baseball, though, as Council puts it up and in, guess what, bro? Aaron Judge and Juan Soto were great together. But guess what? The rest of the team, there's a reason why that they got exposed in the World Series, because Stanton, as much as he was stepping up, he was doing a really, really big, he was doing big things. Judge couldn't hold up his end of the bargain. But other people on that team, other people on that offense were getting exposed, including Judge. Phillies got exposed too. Oubre goes into a three-pointer for the Sixers. And that one's off the mark. We do have a whistle called, and it's, I think, a shot clock violation on the Sixers. They trail by 21 points. But, yeah, chemistry matters, man. Chemistry does matter. The Astros have made it work for so long. We can talk about cheating. We can talk about that, but they do have a foundation. Like Jose Altuve, it was George Springer, then it was, Alex Bregman and Carlos Correa, and then you got Justin Verlander, and then they had Garrett Cole. They had an establishment from the jump, and they're still a pretty good team. Did they get rid of Kyle Tucker? They did. Kyle Tucker was there. Yordan Alvarez eventually fit right into that system, but they had a foundation in place. The Dodgers, do they have a foundation? Maybe. But can they all gel and play together? That's my question. 117 to 94. Jokic makes 2 free throws. And that's going to do it as we go into the fourth quarter. So we still have one more full quarter left to be played here at the Ball Arena in Denver. Yeah, they all homies in Houston, if we're being real. It's the truth. The Rockets have a great young team. They do. And again, they build it from the draft. They also got rid of James Harden at the right time. They did. The Stros have a good team too. Yeah. You got to build from the draft. And I think that where the Sixers went wrong, if I'm being honest with you, where the Sixers went wrong is that they didn't do it. They didn't get the right talent at all. And they had so many chances during this process. You struck out on Fultz. You struck out on Jahlil Okafor. You struck out on Ben Simmons. Took me a long time to say that. But they did. They struck out on Ben Simmons. And I was a Ben Simmons fan. I was a supporter. I loved Ben Simmons. But they struck out with everybody. They got lucky with Joel Embiid. But they had so many chances of getting like these top picks. They could have gotten Jason Tatum. You know, they lucked out with Tyrese Maxey because Maxey fell all the way to them. But it's just they could not get the right talent. And they just did not know how to build a foundation. And that's because their organization didn't know how to do it properly. You know? And I think that that's really where we went wrong. Howie Roseman, I'll give him his flowers here. Howie Roseman knows how to build a team because he does it through the trenches. He does. He's so good at scouting offensive linemen and defensive linemen. And for the last 2 years, I got to tell you, he's made the right moves when it comes to taking Devontae. You know, we can look at like J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. We can look at other people. We can look at like when they took Jalen Hurts. But over these last 2 years, dude, they got Jalen Carter and they got Nolan Smith as their first 2 picks. And then this year, they get Quinion and Cooper. Quinion and Cooper, who were so great. Being a GM of any sport would be fun but stressful, says Hammer. Halftime, I was close. What's halftime? That is a bunch of points for halftime, James. Oh, I thought they were talking about Philly halftime. Andre Drummond's missed 14 games. Paul George has missed 14 games. Kyle Lowry's missed 17. Caleb Martin's missed 11. Joel Embiid's missed 29. And Jared McCain's missed 19, bro. Crazy. Start off the fourth quarter. Again, the Sixers are down by 23 points. It's 117 to 94. Fascinating discussion about how to build teams. Again, like, you know, having these conversations now is kind of like what I'm trying to do because, look, the product is not entertaining, right? And I got to do what I can to keep my viewers engaged for the ones that are on here. So if I'm just like doing the game and I'm just doing the play-by-play now, like they're down by 23 and it's been going on for weeks. Like this isn't a new thing, and Joel Embiid's like not playing. Like it's the same storyline. It is. It's the same storyline. Like there's not a lot of juice. Andre Drummond gets a little runner up and he gets it in. So Scott says that he would like a miracle to happen. Phillies acquire Mike Trout midseason by an act of God And Phillies go on to win the World Series, but I'm a dreamer, says Scott. I'm a dreamer. Dude, I don't think Mike Trout has it in him anymore, man. Like, that's my only thing, is that he gets hurt and hurt year in and year out. I hope I'm wrong about that, but it's going to take a lot. I don't even think that we're going to get him, bro. Andre Drummond just missed a bunny. I was saying that there's, like, nothing to talk about. Bro, you were wide open. I could have made that layup. He missed a bunny. He was wide open, and it just boop, hit the front of the rim, bro. It said halftime on the score. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, for some reason it does that at the end of quarters. I gotcha. Council's over at the top of the key. Here's Edwards again on a drive over towards the basket. He tries to scoop and score, and he does. It's a 21-point lead for the Denver Nuggets. It all relates to the Sixers still around the valley. That's true. You're not wrong, bro. You're not. You're not wrong. But yeah, building a team. I'll give you this. Daryl Morey is good at, he has been good at drafting guys over the last couple of years. My issue is that they're not playing. Like, Jared McKean, great player. Injured. Justin Edwards, as he makes a three-pointer for the Sixers. He's a nice young player, undrafted. Ricky Council IV, undrafted. Pretty good for the Sixers. Adem Bona, 41st overall pick this year. Very good rim protector. And his dunks are insane. He's a good rebounder. They're just not playing. Now they're playing the younger guys as Council makes a three for the Sixers. And again, why aren't these guys out there earlier? I can't understand that. So, that's the thing. You know? There's another three for Denver. So that one's good. It was by Julian Strother, who's now 5 for 8 from three, bro. How are we going to fix the squad? Yeah, gotta start over, bro. Gotta start over with Maxey and McKean. That's how you do it. You rebuild. Try to go in for Cooper Flag. If you can't get it, you can't get it. But, yeah, you got to retool this thing. Start young. 126-104. And Drummond gets it over at the foul line. Lost the ball for a second. And he loses it. Teams do not have much patience these days, JJ. It's either win now or see ya. Well, I'll tell you this. The Orlando Magic look like they're doing it the right way. And if you're in a sudden mode, it's not necessarily a good thing. Not saying that, being at the bottom is a good thing either, but you have a chance, to, obviously if you're in a bigger market, I think I'm getting a little bit off topic here, but if you're in a bigger market, it's easy to attract star players, but not every place is a big market like that. I don't know. It's a 25-point lead for the Denver Nuggets with about 7:45 left to be played. Edwards with another three for the Sixers, and he needed a heat check there, and he got it. The ball does go out of bounds. We all expect teams to get fixed fast. It's the short vids effect, Reels, TikTok, etc. Yeah, but it's a societal thing now, is that we expect teams to get better instantly. But also, the other thing too is because we have social media and because we have more knowledge on things and we get real-time updates and we also play 2K, those things add up too. Because we think that if we can just play 2K and we can manage money that way, or if we can understand what a balloon deal is and how much time the Sixers have in order to sign KJ Martin or like whatever it is in free agency, we think that we know things. And sometimes we don't. I was wrong about Jared McCain. I was wrong. I'm not telling you that he's like this like Allen Iverson player, but he's a good player. I didn't see that. Other people did. I didn't. 129 to 104. Another three by Denver. No. Offensive rebound by DeAndre Jordan over a Dembona. Jordan does get fouled. Jokic is over on the bench now, and he's probably going to take a breather throughout the rest of this contest. JJ, you're spitting facts. That's good. Sometimes I don't even know what the hell I'm saying. Sometimes I'm just like looking at chat. It's the truth, man. Sometimes I just like look at chat, bro. And I'm just, feeding off of the vibes. And I'll just say something. And like maybe 2 minutes later, I'll forget what the heck I just said. When it comes to sports, bro. It's like, gosh. Bro, the Nuggets have 129 points. Why? They have 131 now. And again, they know how to build teams. Edwards for three for the Sixers. On the other side, no. Can't get it to fall. There's about 7 minutes left to go. Yeah. I mean, it's also 12 a.m. Eastern time. It is a new day, but again, like, what the heck is there to talk about? Like, bro, how's RB gonna do a post-game show, bro? Like, at this point, like, to me, like, this is just conversation, It really is. Like, this is more so watch party stuff. Now, if I'm doing this for, like, a local network, I wouldn't be doing it like this. Don't get me wrong. Because I would still do play-by-play, and I would still, like, try to find, like, other facts and other info. But this is YouTube. Right? And YouTube is a platform where it's all about engaging with other people. That's why you got to understand the platform. JJ cussing, nobody heard. Did I just cuss? Did I really just cuss, bro? Damn. I'm going to go viral now for that. First time that JJ's cursed in, how many? I did say, the other day I did say shit. And I said it now. So. There you go. Is it go San Diego time? We're having fun. Don't overthink. You're killing it. Good. We got 12 people on here. As my friend Lomball would say, we appreciate every single one of you. Cheers. Do you guys meditate? I like using the Calm app. I'm not going to lie. The Calm app, I like some of the stories that are on there. I fell asleep the other day. There was like a golf story. And I'm like trying to like get through it. And I don't know why. I've been just falling asleep to that over the last like couple of weeks, and I just can't get through it, which is good, but like I wanna get through it, But yeah, I'm playing poker on my phone and can't even see my cards. Well, I can't even see you, so I guess you have a good poker face on, Jane. And by the way, if you're tuning in on the vertical stream, I'm not ignoring you. If you're tuning in on Twitch, I'm not ignoring you either. I ain't. We're still in a timeout, by the way. In case you are just tuning in for the first time, this is a blowout. Not because I'm drunk, because the internet is seriously messing around with me. Thought you could get me the curse there. Hold up. 1 second. Nope. Nope. Meditate. Yes, I do. One thing that I tried to do this summer, and I think that I should try to do it maybe next. I think I should actually try to get more into this. I am a fan of doing audio narration, and I think that it would be kind of cool to do that for freelancing as a project. I don't know. Not like to toot like my own horn, but I think I'd have a pretty good voice for that. It would take me some time to study that, but that's always something that I've kind of wanted to do. Yeah? I think that'd be kind of nice. Some people say that during baseball season that they actually watch me after the games because it helps them sleep. And it's therapeutic for them. As there's a drive over towards the lane and the Sixers turn it over. Again. Audiobook. Thought about that too. Read your favorite books. See, they tell you not to do that because then you're going to overthink it. But then it's good to know those things because then you know the characters. You know the storyline, so I guess that it's, glass half full, glass half empty type of analogy. I just enjoy chatting about sports. However, I ask too many questions. Just tell me to shut the hell up. Michael, shut the hell up. Shut up, Michael. You're being too talkative. Hello, SpongeBob. Can you keep it down? I'm trying to be boring. Doughton Jr. inside over to a Dembona. And Bona's floater's no good. Grabs his own rebound, though, and gets rejected again by DeAndre Jordan. But he's fouled. Nah, I feel you, though. I like chatting about sports, too. And I think that tonight was a good night to do that. And Jane, appreciate you for bringing that up before because, I was thinking tonight there's ways that I should try to implement more stuff, and maybe tonight is a good night where I don't necessarily have to always do the play-by-play. I don't have to always do that. See, sometimes it takes me a little bit of time to process things, but then, when I see what people are talking about, I'm like, well, damn. This is how you do it. Late Night JJ is a new mythical character. It's great. Wolfman Jack had people listen to him for the same sort of reason. The voice. It's 135 to 107. Denver leads it by 28. Wake up! No, I'm kidding. 10 seconds left to go on the shot clock. 4:50 left to be played on the game clock. The youngsters are out there for the Denver Nuggets. 3 seconds left to go on the shot clock now as a floater is up, and that's no good by Peyton Watson. Had to think about that for a second. Wolfman Jack. I took a film history class. This is very random, but you're talking about a guy's last name Jack, and that made me think about Jack Benny. Watched a couple of clips of the Jack Benny show, and man, can I tell you, I had no idea. Bro, I had no idea who Mel Blanc was. Again, bro, I'm talking about Mel Blanc, and I'm doing a sports game. Who would have thunk this? But Mel Blanc, bro, my guy was literally a genius. So many voices. Those are the types of people like Mel. Can you imagine Mel Blanc in the social media era today? My man would be thriving in this era. So, play-by-play with JJ, it's up to you. Only love from here. Well, you were right. You were right. Council's over at the top of the key for the Sixers. There's about 4 minutes and 1 second left to go with 135 to 107. So y'all can see the scoreboard too. Keeping up with the Australia Open, anybody? A little bit. A little bit. Not as much. I've been watching Rise and Rhino. I've been watching, there's another tennis channel guy. And I like him. He's good. I just can't remember what his name is right now. I'm sure somebody could look it up and tell me. It's in my algorithm. Dowden Jr. on the drive over towards the basket, lays it up, and does lay it in. That makes it 135 to 109. Zeke Najee's out there for Denver, along with P.J. Hall. And another foul called on the Sixers. Novak chasing major number 25. Iga Swiatek is rolling. Mel Blanc and Looney Tunes is great stuff. Yeah, shout out to Mel Blanc. The A Million Voices. I don't know how he did it. Like, every single one of them had their own character and had their own personality. And they all sounded pretty much uniquely different. You know? It's wild. I like watching sometimes. Sometimes I'll also watch the Andy Griffith Show. I'm very old school like that. I like Andy Griffith. That's therapeutic for me for some reason. But yeah. I like a wide variety of stuff. I want to try to watch some more TV a little bit. I still haven't. Dude, I gotta watch Squid Games too. I think that's what we're gonna do after this. I think we're gonna watch Squid Game 2. I do. I think we're gonna watch Squid Game 2. How about this? Movie reviews? TV show reviews? Should I do that? Should I, do that as, a separate thing for, an extra channel? Should I do that? I know, I'm just spitballing ideas here. Or, music reaction video. Dude, oh my gosh, music reaction videos would be so cool. Holy wow. Music reaction videos would be great. I know everybody says that they have a good taste in music, but I'm good with keeping up with the times for the most part. But I think a music reaction video would be wild if we had a music reaction channel. Tennis talk with Cam Williams. That's correct. Yes. Hammer says, I write movie reviews. Really? Really? That's really cool. Yeah, I took a class. I was originally a radio, TV, film major, when I was at school, and I think Jane knows this. But yeah, because I was a radio, TV, film major because they didn't have a sports broadcasting program at the time when I first came into college, but I took a class called Applied Media Aesthetics. And that was one of my favorite classes, actually. I thought that was a really, really cool class. And in those classes, I gotta stop saying them. In those classes, I really learned a lot about aesthetics. I learned a lot about how you can critique films and shots, shadows, foregrounds, backgrounds, and types of camera shots and all those types of things. But it really gives you an appreciation from what you see from other people's eyes. And we get into debates sometimes, and we would talk about why was this movie successful? Why was this movie really, really good? But what could this movie have done better? You know, all those things were really cool, and I thought that just learning from that class, I thought it was really awesome. Watch along with JJ, yeah. I enjoy TV movies, shows, and music just as much as sports. JJ, look out! Yeah, I think I might be doing some like music reaction videos, dude. I like this guy. This guy's name is JVTV. He's been doing it for. Well, I don't think he's been doing it recently, but like his music reaction videos are pretty fire. Not gonna lie, because he does a good job at like figuring out like when to critique people, and he's at the very beginning of his videos, he's like, "Yo, I got the music queued up, and I also got my headphones on as well." You know, and you just know that he's gonna do like a music reaction video. There's also this female streamer, I forget what her name is, but she does a lot. She did a lot of like Beatles reaction videos, and she was really good too. But yeah, I like JV. JVTV is good. And then those twins, bro, with the Phil Collins reaction, that was really good. All right, so we start off the fourth quarter. It was a timeout taken by Philadelphia with about 2:25 left to go. That was a very long timeout. But yeah, best movies can be interpreted in many different ways. It's a good point. Yeah. And sometimes, man, like, they get a lot of reviews, but guess what? People always find a way to say, like, well, this could have been better. This could have been worse, or, you know, it's just wild stuff. I'm trying to think of, like, What We Do in the Shadows was the movie was one that we reviewed. We watched an Alfred Hitchcock film. I forget which one it was. Oh, yeah, the Charlie one. I forget what that one was called. But, yeah, it's cool stuff. Counts on the drive over towards the basket. Gets it blocked and rejected by the Nuggets. I used to love Coast to Coast AM with Art Bell and George N. Can't remember his last name, but I loved it at 10 or 11 at night on the weekend. You know, the only film critic that I can think of that's, like, very, very notable, the only one I can think of is Leonard Maltin. And Leonard Maltin still does it because at the end of, like, every single Disney movie, the guy that was there, that was always on the bonus features on my VHS tapes, whether it was Peter Pan or Bambi or whatever it was Leonard Maltin. Not always liked hearing like what he had to say. And he still does it now. I just really haven't like kept up to date with that stuff. I had an older brother who had really severe special needs who loved watching Disney movies. He'd watch it over and over and over again. So that's how I know like those things. Harry Houdini Harper. Freaks could leave comments on what movies, music, etc. you'd like them to do next. Yeah, I mean, it's just an idea. You know. Music reaction videos would be kind of cool. I know I'd have to make extra time for that. And I'm already doing a lot. I want to do more, but yeah, it's all about what you put in, bro. 20 seconds left to be played. 144 to 109 is the score between the Nuggets and the Sixers. Here's Doughton Jr. on a foul line jumper, and it didn't even hit the rim. It hit the left side of the backboard, and he airballed it. It was wide open. I don't usually laugh, but come on. Like, that literally describes the Sixers season right there. And that is going to wrap things up, folks. So the Sixers lose by a final score of 144 to 109, and they are now on an 8-game losing streak. There you have it. And we got through the game. That was wild. I'm still going to stay on here for a couple more minutes. Because why the heck not? I don't call Houdini actually being the prestige, though. It's about magicians, Michael, so kind of, I'll have to check that out. Harry Houdini Hammer. Yeah. Music reaction videos, that's something interesting. Bro, Vince Carter. Shout out to Vince Carter, dude. Vince Carter on the post-game show. No Kenny, no Charles, and no Ernie. They got Candace Parker always does a great job on these shows, too. I'm going to miss Inside the NBA. I can't lie. I'm going to miss Inside the NBA after this season's done. I really am. 76ers, that's embarrassing. Dude, I'd love to hear like how Tom McGinnis called this game. I really would. I'm a metal/rock fan, but I would give anything a chance, says Michael. Yeah, I would react to metal. I'm not really a metal guy, but I would react to that. Interesting. All right. One word to describe that game. One word to describe that game, bro. How would you describe that basketball game? That basketball game was meh. Studio J. Jane says, what game? Yeah. That was entertaining. Michael says, tough Nuggets. Dang, nematodes. That's like a SpongeBob saying. Tough Nuggets. Like, Holy Pilastris. Wait, isn't that... Yeah, is it Holy Pilastris from Batman? Is it Holy Pilastris? My gosh. Sources: Arkansas freshman Boogie Fland will miss the remainder of the 2024-25. Dude, that sucks. Kyle Newbat just said, absolute joke of a Sixers performance. Austin Krell tweets out, the Sixers have a monstrous transition defense problem. It starts with the effort, and it exists independent of Joel Embiid. The Denver Nuggets took full advantage of it on Tuesday. I mean, at this point, what else is there to say? Like, literally, what else is there to say? How could I, like, really process these games when nobody is out there for the Sixers, right? Like, every single day, the lineup's different. Every single day, I don't know who's going to play. And I can't understand what they're doing. Are they really tanking? Because to me, like, if they're tanking, bro, then they probably would trade. They would try to find a way. I guess they can't do it now, but like to trade Paul George and to find a way to get rid of Embiid. I guess that they can't do that, but I just don't know. I don't think that they're doing it on purpose. I really don't, and that's why I don't like this. I just don't know. I don't know what else to say. I'm out of words. I'm out of it. The franchise is horrible. Holy Toledo. That's right. You thought you were going to get a ran out of me. Wasn't going to happen tonight. I just don't know what else to say. If there's anything you come away from tonight with what you learned from the Sixers, it's those 5 words. I just don't know what 7 words to say anymore. That's 8. I just don't know what to say anymore. And I really don't. They're terrible. another game I'll be back on, and that'll be Friday. And we'll still be here for that. All right. I love you guys, man. I had a lot of fun tonight. Thought that this was a very nice, laid-back stream. And made me think about how to open myself up a little bit more than I have in a couple of weeks, I'd say. Which is why I fell in love with streaming. You know? I think that it's so cool, and not to like go off on a tangent, but as I'm doing the play-by-play and stuff, I just love being able to talk to y'all. I feel like y'all have something to offer me, you know? And hopefully I have something to offer with you guys. That's why I do this. All you said was the double hockey sticks. Hammer says dark times. I had a great time, sir. Good. I'm glad. I had fun, too. This was really refreshing. So what? We did like a watch party today. Who cares? What else is there to say? So, all right. I don't want to leave. I'm not going to lie. I don't want to leave. But at some point, it does have to end. And it is about ready to be 12:30 a.m. Eastern Time. And you do have to end on a good note. So, I guess that this is where we'll leave it. All right. This isn't a goodbye. This is a see you soon. I will see you guys in a couple of days. All right. Love you all. Lila Tov. And good night.